gosh. Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's not really morning. It's 11 o'clock, so I guess I should say just good afternoon, or it could be nighttime where you are. So, hello. It has been almost a year, actually over a year, since I've done any live stream. I almost forgot how to do this. I set everything up just the way that I usually did, and now there's so many more buttons and options like horizontal, vertical, this or that, change your thumbnail, and simply not the same as back in the Periscope days. So if you are new here and just tuning in and have no idea who this person is talking at you, my name is Kim, and I am an elementary school teacher here in Japan. Hey, Nicole, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I teach at an elementary school, and I have been in Japan for the past, since 1988. You guys can do the math. And it is only 20 more days before I hit that milestone birthday that I feel very blessed to reach. Anyways, I just thought I would come on live. I've got a few minutes before I have a dental appointment. My dental appointment is in Gunma Prefecture. I live in Yokohama Prefecture. Gunma Prefecture is actually where I first started Periscope, so it's a little bit nostalgic. I never ever thought I would do any sort of live streaming, actually even any sort of YouTube video. I'm glad I did too, and I'm glad you're here, Nicole. I don't expect very many people to pop in, but it's just sort of kind of just reminiscent to be here and think about when I first started doing Periscope. Wasn't it though? I mean, Periscope changed my life, and I know it changed the lives of many people because it was new and it was kind of a way to reach out to other people in the world, make friends with people all over the world. God, I sound like my teaching, like I'm in my classroom. Yeah, right? Yeah, we have a saying that we start every class with, and it's, make friends around the world, become good what is it? Work with people around the world, become good communicators, and work together to make a more peaceful world. Gosh, I can't even remember my own classroom motto. But I think Periscope was the first app that truly allowed people to just turn on their phone or whatever device they're on. Hey, Judy. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Mama Bear. I did call you by name, excuse me. No, I think Periscope was actually one of the first apps that really let people from all over connect. And it didn't matter where you were, what you were doing, what you were going through. You could come on and there would always be someone there to talk with or to maybe just give you a little bit of support. And right? I came on Periscope. Actually, I was thinking about it because y'all know, if you know me in person, you all know that I am a reality TV addict. And I know some of you are going, oh my gosh. But I've I've been watching reality TV since way back when I was still back in Los Angeles. And it was after a season of Big Brother where some of the contestants were using Periscope. And I said, oh, I'm going to go on and catch their lives. And it was so amazing that you could connect with these people that you watched on television, that they could actually respond to your questions live, and that you can communicate with them, right? And so the more I used it as just a viewer, I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it too, and I'm going to go live and see what happens. And I remember the first live that I did, I think it was at 100 yen store, right in real time too, exactly. It's not like you have to wait for, a video come out, and you could respond in real time. And yeah, so I just went into 100 yen store, nervous as all heck. And then you just go and you do it and you see who comes in. And during the time when I first started using Periscope, I think I had 7 subscribers or 7 faithful users that came in. And to this day, amongst those 7 are people that I've actually been able to meet in person, people that I've actually been able to connect and tell them face to face, in the flesh, hey, thank you so much. I'm so glad that I met you. And since then, I have been able to meet a lot of people through the connections that we had on Periscope. And that's sort of an amazing thing, right? Exactly, right? Unbelievable. You know, you never know who you're going to connect with, and how things, or how the world brings you together. And when I started live streaming more regularly, I realized that I was in a place in my teaching where I was kind of surrounded with a lot of teachers that were burning out or weren't happy with the way things were going. And I thought, okay, if I want to stay positive, if I want to try new things and be brave, right? I am so glad that I have met you someday, Judy, in person. I just thought, I've got to keep with it because I need to surround myself with positive people. And I don't mean the toxic positive people, you know, the ones that are just fake and saying, oh, you know, you're so great, da 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 da, or, oh, you know, everybody goes through that, or whatever, right? I needed people that could understand the feelings that I was going through, or the frustrations, or, you know, those times when you have to make major decisions and you just need someone to talk to, but not necessarily a friend or a you know, family member. You know what, it's kind of weird, some of these comments, they're coming out, but the first word is a little bit garbled, so I apologize in advance if I miss a comment or if I don't respond, because sometimes it looks like there's like another word over a word. So I don't know. But Nicole, I totally agree with you. I think sometimes you don't know who's going to come in your broadcast. And with Periscope, that was the thing is, yeah, you could have a bunch of trolls, or you could have a bunch of bots. Remember those bots? I always liked the little bots that would, you know, give you the little kissy marks, or the, you know, the little hearts. And then sometimes there were the bots that repeated everything. Do you remember that? The bots that whatever you said, they'd say the same thing in the chat. um, yeah, it was such a good time. And I think Periscope came at a time in my life that I needed it. Oh my gosh. I am so happy that to have caught you. Like, sorry, yeah, this is so weird. Like, I can't, it's almost like 2 things are on top of each other. So I'm really sorry if I'm missing responding to the comments. Like I said, it has been, you know, almost a year. It's so weird. Anyways, yeah, so, oh, thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. I really am trying. I mean, I've kind of come up with a motto for myself. I make mistakes in life so you don't have to. Which is kind of the blessing as you turn a certain part in your life. Oh, friends, yeah, you know, it's so, Nicole, I see your comment, but it's like, it's seriously like 2 sentences over. There must be a setting. There's probably a setting that I have to push, and I'm so afraid to touch anything in case everything disappears. That's been my life all week, this week. Any, you know, glitch, anything that, you know, isn't supposed to happen has happened. So yes, I'm just afraid to touch it. I'm afraid to touch it. It's Halloween week, so at school you can imagine how busy things are. And if those of you that are turning in are wondering, if she's an elementary school teacher, what is she doing coming on live on a Wednesday? Well, my school is really, has a different system. You all the teachers and all the students have Sunday off, but the teachers have 1 additional day off. And it's decided at the beginning of the school year, which is in April. You could have either a Wednesday, a Monday, or a Saturday off. They try to get your first preference, and my first preference has always been Wednesday, which is really nice because I can get things done during the week when it's not crowded, when it's not so trafficky. And then Saturday is only a half day of teaching. So see, if you think about it, Saturday is only a half day of teaching, but yeah, I get a full Wednesday off. It's not like I have to work Wednesday and I just get the afternoon off, right? So, yeah. So, um, I almost see, Nicole, I see your, thing. And wait a minute. I'm trying to look at the avatars. I don't know about me being the best. I really think I've been blessed with the best community ever. So you guys are the ones that are best. I think that's the other thing too, is when you take that jump or take that risk to do a live stream, whether it be on, Periscope or, thank you, Halloween. I have a couple of costumes. I'll tell you about them in a sec. But I just think, yeah, when you take that risk and do a live stream, it's just, the risk is worth it. The risk is worth it. I mean, I don't care if you get, I mean, it is hard sometimes to get all the negative comments or the weird trolls or whatever, but life is always full of unexpected, hurdles and snowballs, and I learned how to try and roll with the punches. Halloween, my favorite holiday. Oh, thank you. I try to be. I'm not always, but I try to be. Halloween this year, Pikachu is making its return. It's probably going to be my last time to be Pikachu, and that'll be for the first graders because they haven't seen it yet. And I mean, it's almost like I think it's expected every year that Kim is Pikachu. But I also have a new inflatable costume, and it's a dinosaur. It's not that dinosaur that you see running around when you see those people trying to do stunts and stuff in those dinosaurs. It's actually kind of a cool dinosaur. It's a blue dinosaur with a little baseball cap. I have to try that one out because I haven't even really tried to see how big it is. And then on the days when I don't have classes and we don't have a Halloween class, I'm going to try and wear something else. I bought part of the costume today when I was shopping. Let me see if I can show you. Here's a hint. Okay, I just bought this white shirt. Exactly. Oh gosh, I wonder why this is, I wonder if there's a way. Does anybody know a way where I could get these comments so they're not all jumbled up? Because I can see, and I really appreciate your comments. Wonder if I push, what do I push this? Oh, no, I better not. Yeah, I apologize for that. Okay, so I just bought this really, it's actually a men's white t-shirt. And I'm going to put a bunch of polka dots on it because I got a Paw Patrol hat. And the Paw Patrol is that Dalmatian with the red hat. I don't know Paw Patrol, but my students all do. And there was that filter, right? The dog filter. I think it was on TikTok where it goes like, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. And they take your dog's photo and they put, oh, glad to meet you as well. Thank gosh. It looks like everybody is commenting in Russian. So like, Nicole, I see something that says Periscope. Oh, please, YouTube, fix my chat. Oh gosh, wonder, seriously, what if I do this? I'm going to push this. Top chat. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I wonder if it's because I'm horizontal and not vertical. And maybe the chat is going vertical. I don't know. Once again, I'm sorry if I'm misreading messages, but I do appreciate them. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I'm not familiar with Paw Patrol, but you put the picture of your dog and it screens and turns your dog into a Paw Patrol. And since then, I've been kind of obsessed with all the Paw Patrol merchandise, and I found this really cute hat. So I bought the one with the Chihuahua because it looks like Bandit, but I also bought the Dalmatian one. It has a red fire hat, so I'm gonna kind of go half like Spotty if I can. I got a black marker, and we'll see. If that doesn't work, I'll just wear the top hat and then go, because I'm not going to teach class with it. I'm going to be the other costumes for my classes. And I kind of feel sorry for the students because they are so into Halloween. Japan, right? It's just starting to become a very commercialized boom. Not so much the trick-or-treat stuff, but I think everybody likes the costumes and just the festivities. Some of the kids associate it with kind of scary things. I was teaching a first grade class, and I don't know if you all saw my t-shirt. It was Hello Kitty in a skeleton, but it actually scared some first graders. They said, it's scary, please cover it up. So I had to wear my jacket over it because we don't want to scare first graders, and I don't want them to like be scared about it. The other thing too, if you remember, this was a few years back ago, I had a student that had a glass eyeball, I mean a real glass eye. And one time during like a transition break when they were changing classes, she was waiting in line and she took her eyeball out and was showing the other kids. I didn't know she had a glass eye. So when the kids were coming in, they said, so-and-so took her eye out. And I'm like, what? Is she okay? And they're like, she's showing us her eye. And it was actually, she was showing everybody her glass eye, right? And I told her, oh, okay, oh, that's very interesting. Please put it back in. Go wash your hands. I don't think you should be taking it out in case it falls or in case, right, germs and all that. And so, right, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I was very calm and just said, okay, go wash your hands, put it back in. And it's probably not a good idea to take it out. Yeah, so it was a legit glass eye. And I found out later from our homeroom teacher, right, that she has this glass eye, and I didn't realize they were so easy to take in and out. In fact, I had no idea that it's merely, right, it just fits in the eye socket. But believe me, it did kind of, I think it freaked the children out a little bit, but they were all also very calm, and I think they were calm because I tried to be calm. And that's the thing about teachers, is you set the example a lot of times. You're kind of like the role model. If you laugh at something at an inappropriate time, the other kids laugh at it at an inappropriate time and they think it's okay. So as teachers, we have to really be conscious of our reactions. We may think something is I don't know, like different, or you have to be really careful with your reactions and think about how it's going to affect the children in your class. And that's why sometimes teachers have such a big impact on what they can do and how they can promote better positivity, embrace different cultures and thoughts, etc., etc. So I try to do that. So since that incident, I used to have that, I don't know if you remember, I had like a brooch and it was an eye. I don't use that anymore. And we pass out these stickers. They're kind of like, the wacky stickers. And yeah, there used to be like a sticker. It was like eyeballs on a skewer. So I threw those away. And yeah, another one with like the witch's soup, and they have like the eyeballs floating in the soup. I don't pass that one out anymore. And yeah, it's trying to be conscious of just how students may perceive it, how that student might feel. Okay, so teacher life, totally something that we teachers have to be aware of at Halloween. Even just the way we approach any holiday, it doesn't matter whether it's Halloween, Christmas, Easter, a Japanese holiday, we have to be very conscious about people's feelings, respecting other cultures, respecting how we do things. And even amongst the 4 foreign teachers, or the other 3 teachers that I work with, they're not really big Halloween people. I think maybe because I grew up with it, right? It was something really big when I was a child, and we celebrated it with my aunt being the great pumpkin and giving presents and all that. And my co-teacher in Australia didn't celebrate it. Didn't celebrate Halloween as a child. So for him, it's not one of his favorite holidays, and I can't blame him. And yet we still have to make sure that the students feel like, oh, Kim's class gets to celebrate Halloween and she does all these special stuff, and this class doesn't celebrate Halloween. We don't want the kids to compare or be jealous. So we all kind of celebrate it. I tone down my excitement and the other teacher tones it up. So we balance things out. After Halloween class, it's pretty soon November. And so getting back to my milestone birthday, I have 20 days before I turn 65. Oh my gosh. Like, I still remember the big deal of turning a quarter of a century old. Remember your 25th birthday? And some of you might not even be at your 25th birthday yet. One of my coworkers isn't. She's still 24. But yeah, I mean, my 25th birthday was a huge thing, right? It was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so old. Right, right. I think I'm seeing the chats, what do you call it? Looping. So I'm not sure if it's chats in real time or if they're being looped. So thank you if you are putting in chats or responding. But yeah, um, I know, and I know a lot of you are nodding your head. Yeah, oh my God, 65, holy moly. And I do agree, it is old, but I'm so blessed to have made it this far. To get serious for a few minutes, we all know it's just, there are things going on in the world that are just unbelievably devastating. Gosh, I don't know what this says. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I have to figure out what's wrong with that. The chat is just, all the words are like on top of each other. I'll have to look into that and see what it is, but I do appreciate it. If I'm not answering questions, that's why. I am so sorry. I didn't expect the chat. I didn't expect the questions or the words to be on top of each other. Yeah, so much tragedy at the moment going on in the world, so much unrest, unfairness, and just a lot of uncertainty about the future. And it's not only with what is happening politically, relationships between countries. It's not only that. It's even just things, natural phenomenons. Phenomena. What is that? Phenomenons. Sorry. Natural things. Things isn't the right word either. Just stuff going on in the world that we have no control over. Or no, wait a minute. I take that back. Things that we have control over to make this world a safer and better place, and yet it's not being done. This is in regards to things that affect our climate, our living conditions, our health, all that. So everybody does, have different situations or different environments, different backgrounds that kind of influence whether or not you reach certain milestones. And I've been just very fortunate and blessed to be able to make it to 65. So I don't like to lie about ages when people ask, how old are you? I don't like to give a false age or pretend that I'm younger or older than I am, because I think each day to get closer to whatever year you're going to become or whatever year it's going to be for you, I think is a blessing. I don't ever take anything for granted. I've made a lot of bad choices in my life. I continue to make a lot of mistakes. I continue to make choices that probably are not the best choices sometimes, but I have to live with sometimes the choices that I make. I could probably do a million things in my life better to secure perhaps a better future or a healthier me. And yeah, I do have to set goals to start doing that. I must have done some things right, health-wise, to be at the age that I am and still be of physical, emotional, and mental health to be able to do the things I like to do. So, I consider myself very lucky for that, and I will continue to try my best to live each day to the fullest and not take anything for granted, and count my blessings and be grateful for the things that I have, the people that I have in my life, the animals that I have in my life, and being in places at the right time where I feel secure, loved, and able to live the lifestyle that I have chosen to live. And this is getting too heavy. We want to keep it light. But at the same time, I'm going to have to start getting ready for my dental appointment. Yeah, so that being said, my journey on YouTube is still an evolving one. I'm trying really hard to build my channel so that I can post more here. I've decided, I mean, part of this is my diary or my journal to remember places that I've been, experiences that I've had, people that I've met, mistakes that I've made, teaching journeys, all of that. I try to document it, but at the same time, I do want to help people. I do want to share with you experiences that could possibly help you in whatever you choose to do, especially teachers. Thank you so much for your comment. Once again, it's so frustrating to see like things over. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix this before I do another live, definitely, because the comments that I have seen, right, I really appreciate them, and I just don't know why they're going on top of each other. But yes, I think I am trying to post a lot more here on YouTube, because I just feel like these are the things that have made my life happy, and I want to share it with you. And thank you. And I'll do my best to try and be more here and present. And especially once I turn 65, I feel like I'm kind of starting a new journey. I'm kind of I mean, my career, my working situation is coming to a close, and I can't believe it. And retirement is a scary thing in some ways, and it's just, I never thought the day would come to say that I have to retire. It's not, I mean, I feel ready to work 10 more years or 20 more years at this particular time in my life. But as we all know, there are certain laws and restrictions that say, no, you need to stop working at this particular place. But then that kind of opens new doors for other things, right? Anyways, I've been chatting with y'all for almost half an hour, and it has been great. I still do miss Periscope, but it is so nice to still have YouTube here and to have this community to be able to talk with you just casually. And in the roots where it all started, in Guma Prefecture. And yeah, hopefully there will be more lives to come. And once I figure out this chat situation, let's go do something together, all right? I will take you somewhere, and maybe you guys can, yeah, enjoy a little glimpse of Japan. I'll have to think of where a good venue is, where would be a safe place to live stream, because rules are getting a little bit stricter. I'm so glad to have met all of you as well. Rules are a little bit stricter. You want to be very conscious of people's privacy. You want to be extremely conscious of what you're filming and making sure that you're not interfering with anybody else's, you know, lifestyle or what do you call it? You don't want to interfere with anybody else's peace, right? And here comes a live streamer, like, just messing up the peacefulness of somewhere. I don't know. So, wish me luck at the dentist. Those of you that have popped in here, if you saw this and you would like to follow us on this journey, the retirement chronicles, I suppose we should call it. I don't know. But no, I really appreciate being here with y'all today for the past half hour, and hopefully I will see you again. Thank you to those of you that came in the chat, Nicole, Judy, and I saw another avatar that I didn't recognize, but like I said, the words are all over each other, so I'm so sad that I wasn't able to address y'all by name. Take good care. Have a safe and fun Halloween weekend. Halloween is on Tuesday, and yeah, I will be posting soon again, so take care. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. That almost, is that you? I kind of recognize this avatar, but I can't see. Is that I want to say Naoki. Is that you? Because I think I recognize your avatar, but I'm not sure, and I apologize if I have said the wrong name. It's just, it's just on. Yeah. Oh, this is so frustrating. But I will get through this. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Now I even forgot how to shut this off. To the X.